Baruch Flashman here, your lift manager to take an elevator. Kolel, so trying to do the 5-minute ZOHAR for the day. And so I came over here to Parshat Devarim, and I see there's a note here. There's a Parshat Devarim hu Parshat Balak. So he's Sham Besa, because this is where it belongs. So everybody agrees with that instead of doing this, you do Parshat Balak. Now there might be a perfect place for that in Parshat Balak, but I don't know where it is, because Parshat Balak, well, it's really big. And I haven't been every place over there. So I'm going to start at the beginning. And this is a really interesting little thing that's going on over here, because now we're going to get a view into really what's going on in idolatry. So in terms of trying to get this going as in the 5 minutes, let's get started. So the Parshat and Parshat Balak, this is the beginning of it. It says Vayar Balak ben Tzipor, the Balak, the son of Tzipor. Tzipor is a bird. That's called the Sha'asi Yisrael the Amori. He saw what we did to the Amorites. Rabbi Shimon is speaking, and he says, like Masha Kasa Vayar my Re'iyah Choma. So it says he saw. What was the vision that he saw? What did he see? Mahi Ariya Asherah Va'omrach Re'iyah Mamash. He really saw it, but he saw it in Ruchnis. He saw the spirit of this. Not something physical. He didn't actually see something that way. He saw it in a spiritual sense. So what does he mean by Ruchni? So he saw this thing that was coming, that is the Jews who were coming his way. He saw through the window of something called Chochmah. In his mind, he was able to see Mamish, is through the window of the Chochmah, which is called the outside Chochmah. Now, this word Chitzoni says lots of different meanings. Basically, it's outside, but it could also refer to false or like idolatrous. So, but that's here he's saying he's going to define it more. So, how did he do this? In other words, this is a person who uses witchcraft. And he saw with his eyes. He also saw the physicality of the concept of the bird, as we are going to explain as we go on. So once again he comes back and he says, saw through the window of this outside, he saw the Chochmah Chitzonis. It's written like this, it's a similar pasuk in another place in the Torah. And Aleph Elef Yashke, he looked out. Melech Pelishtim Ba'adachalon, he looked through the window. V'yar v'hinei Yitzchak Mitzak, because Rivka Ishtod, and he saw that they were making love, Yaakov and Yitzchak and Rivka, his wife. V'yesh l'shucha v'ba'adachalon, what does he mean? They were standing by the window. Yitzchak Shimish B'tazah B'yom B'gilui, so he made love in the open by a window, in broad daylight. But it's like this, like you say, like this. Commotion to Amar, it says like this. Nishkava v'tiyabev im Sisra, that she looked from the window and she was able to see what was going on with Sisra. Behind the Dachalon the Chochmah. So back again, there is a window that he is saying that is available to, if you from the standpoint of witchcraft that the witches use, or the wizards. This is called the Chochmah of the other side. There's Zin Shuleichum the Kokhovaya Shel Hazanav, so they were able to see this tails. Shel Hazanav V'Siyam Chochmas HaKochavim. So he says like this, what is it actually? He says they're able to use the end of the place where the stars are. So he said, was it Shel Hazanav? That's the end. V'Siyam Chochmas HaKochavim. In other words, astrology. For that is the movements at that time. It's the movements of the planets and their effects on what's down below. There, on the outside of that, there is a window. So that's where the windows of this Chochmah are located. It's the chokhmah, it's the windows of the outside of this chokhmah chitzonis. Rod Salomaki Hashkafas Balak, what he was able to see. Hoisik ein Hashkafas Abimelech v'Hashkafas Sisra, just like Abimelech and also what the mother of Sisra was able to see because he was gone. And it wasn't in front of them that they could actually, see it. They didn't have a TV screen on that. But they were able to see by connecting to mind, to a higher level of mind. Through the chokhmah of astrology and other things like that, they could see how the planets were moving, and they could understand from that or something else. V'chad chalon is the kol chokhmah b'beishari. Is a v'yesh chalon echot. There is one specific window. Echad mechem shekol ha'chokhmah ritzonis bo shora. That one specific window, particular window, that all of this outside chokhmah, in other words, the chokhmah which are maybe not kadosh, but is chokhmah, bo shoresh. V'hu chalon ha'ikri shal ha'nukva to the homarabba. And what is this? This is the window of the root of what is called the female of the great depth. In other words, the ultimate suck of evil. And they're able to see from what they can able to see, from the ikra de chachmasa. Then they can come to the incipients of what is going on, or the causes of things. And they can see how it gets divided up into the lower worlds in all different kinds of ways. In other words, coming at us into our world. So he said, Avkan, Mashakaza V'yar Balak, and where it says, Balak saw, what did he see? B'chachma delay, he will use this chachma. This is what the end, he says, somehow at the end of the understanding of the gears of the cosmos and how they work, there's on the other side, there is a view into that. You're able to look into that view, through that view, and see tremendous powers. Shiro b'chachmas gitzanis, Shabbakalona Pratishalo, so he had a specific window that he used. Kamochasagas Chachmatzo, I was able to really reach that Chachma. This is Baruch Fleischman, a little lesson here in the witchcraft of Balak.